Hi guys, this is just going to be a quick video to show some of the new stuff that I've bought over the last few months. I can't be bothered to actually be in this video, so, well, much like a lot of the ones I've done recently. But anyway, here we go. This is a group called the Magnetic North. I actually saw this album played live a few weeks ago, and really suggest anybody buys this, because it is probably the album I've listened to most this year. It's done by a local guy, and this guy you might recognise, Simon Tong. He's worked with Gorillaz and I think Radiohead and various other people. He was in the Verve for a while as well, actually. This is Erland Cooper from Erland and the Carnival, who also lived locally. He was brought up in a town quite near here. This is a great album. It's both soothing and dramatic at the same time, and that's the only way I can think of describing it, but is really good. This doesn't need any introduction. This is the 40th anniversary edition of Stardust, 180 gram sleeve with a CD here. Well, it's actually a DVD, but it's a DVD audio. It's been remixed in 5.1, but I don't have that, so I've never listened to it. But the actual vinyl on this sounds really good. Damon Albarn's Dr. D album. This is a kind of concept album about John Dee, who was a historical figure I'll not bother going into. But this is a good mixture of Damon Albarn's kind of lo-fi singing, you know, the kind of lo-fi singing-y stuff he does with the Gorillaz and has done with Blair, and opera, and the whole thing has actually been done as a stage production. But this is really good, really good. Belle and Sebastian's Tiger Milk. I've wanted this for years but never actually got around to buying it. Probably one of the best Scottish albums, and the original versions that they'd done on the Electric Honey now sell for like 200 quid, so I'm not going to get one of them, so I've got this reissue, but it's a great album, and well worth getting. Rocket Juice and the Moon. This is Damon Albarn again with Tony Allen, who is probably one of the best drummers in the world, and Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, among other people. They're the kind of main three, but then there's also Erykah Badu and a whole load of other people on this. But this is a great album. My only thing is a lot of the songs seem to suddenly stop. You think just as it's about to go somewhere, you know, it stops and then they move on to something else. But it's worth getting for Tony Allen's drumming on its own, because he really is a master of drumming. Flea plays trumpet and stuff on this as well. This is a really good album. And finally, the Mystery Jets. Anyone that doesn't know the Mystery Jets should really check them out. They're one of the best kind of indie pop bands going around at the moment, and in fact their second album, which is called 21, is probably one of my favourite albums, and this is up there. This is really good. And finally, George Harrison, Early Takes Volume 1. This was a kind of an album that came out to accompany the Martin Scorsese film. It has different versions of a lot of the songs from his kind of back catalogue, so it's got, you know, My Sweet Lord and Run of the Mill, I'd Have You Any Time. It's just a really great album, and it's nice to hear the kind of demo versions of, you know, before obviously all the frills and things were put on them. So wow, I've actually managed to go to nearly 5.5 minutes without the camera cutting out, so I don't know what I've done today to deserve this, but any comments will be greatly received and answered. So yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you again.